your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Support coming in for the ban on plastics. Local environmentalists welcoming the move by the government, and they say that it's a stance that should have been taken a long time ago. Jamila Mizik reports.
Mashed up, but this will last for years and years and years, and it's not single use. It's pretty much, you made it, it's not going to biodegrade. It's plastic. It's here forever.
The ban on single-use plastics is now officially in effect, and conservationists could not be more happy about the initiative. The ban seeks to reduce plastic and styrofoam waste sent to landfills, which can reportedly take 500 to 1,000 years to break down. Executive Director of Waterkeepers Bahamas, Rashima Ingram, says the organization is excited about the new ban as it aligns with their motto, swimmable, fishable, drinkable water, adding that it is a great opportunity to help protect the future environment.
I'm really happy that this ban comes into place on a new decade, on New Year's Day, where we should really have persons happy about this trend. We're happy about the clogs, we're happy about the bell bottoms, we're happy about the dances. Let's be happy about this because finally the environment is trending, and finally we have an opportunity to teach people about the health, the effects that styrofoams and plastics have had on us over the period of time, and to be willing to move forward to help our children and our children's children.
Founder of Earth Care Gail Woon says, although many persons may have already been affected by microplastics in their bloodstream, it is still a good effort that the country is joining with many other countries that are also banning single-use plastics.
The 50-year anniversary of Earth Day is April 2020, and the goal for that was to have as many countries ban single-use plastics as possible. So the Bahamas is going to be right on track with that goal.
Ingram says this year Waterkeepers Bahamas will be working with Waterkeepers Alliance on a new project where they received a grant from National Geographic.
We're actually going to be going into fields, going into the beaches, into the canals, into communities to identify the impact or the presence of plastics, which would include those 4 items that are going to be banned. They're everywhere. I want people to really take note when they're moving around to see how this is going to be so beneficial to all of us. And we've already done it in Kenya, in Kisumu, where we've identified over 120 spots where every spot that we've identified contained plastics, even in farms. So this is huge.
Now effective January 1st, 2020, businesses will no longer be able to import plastic straws, styrofoam food containers, plastic utensils, and single-use plastic shopping bags. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Jamila. Well, finally in news, volunteers from St. Bonaventure University spending their new year in Grand Bahama, assisting with repairs 4 months post-Hurricane Dorian. The Bonner response team will be gutting, installing dry walls, wheelchair ramps, and roof work. Communications major and student leader Maggie Finley and finance professor and Bonner response leader Jim Meha says the devastation from the storm was an unfortunate circumstance for the island, and they're encouraging more persons to continue to lend a helping hand.
Every year we choose a different location to go for our spring break trips and things like that, and we saw that the Bahamas were in great need and we had connections here, so we came down. The trip really is to collect ideas of what's going to happen in the future and also go back to campus and show what we're going to do so we can get more students interested in coming down.
And I think if everyone lends a hand, if we can get it over it and put us on a path for a better tomorrow. What scares me is that there's too much inaction, I guess, and we walk around and there's still houses that haven't been touched, and it's been 3-4 months now, and we just really need to get on with it. So people back at home, people here, just do whatever you can do to give it a hand. And we'll be back in March, so if people want to help then, or if they want to come out, if they find us through Fred or whatever, we're always welcoming to have new volunteers.
President of Ruthnell Technical Institute, Fred Delancey, who is facilitating the group, says he is grateful for their contributions to this island.
Over the years, they've been doing stuff in the classrooms, education from east to west. They've been doing general maintenance and so forth, conducting workshops for the Grand Bahama community. So therefore, they have been contributing to the growth and development of this community over the past almost 20 years. So we're happy to be a part of it.
And as the old year rolls out and the new year arrives, it is usually a time to reevaluate your priorities and goals. Well, we took to the streets yesterday to find out what's on the minds of residents as we enter 2020.
My greatest wish is for more job opportunities for the Grand Bahamian people. Dorian was a catastrophic experience for everyone, so I just want us, to rebuild again. I know, Grand Bahamians are strong-willed people, so, just remain faithful to God, and I know He will see us through it.
My biggest wish for Abaco and Grand Bahama for 2020 is restoration and peace with the people.
My greatest wish is that the love for our Commonwealth flows through the air and flows in our hearts and our minds, and for crime to cease.
My biggest wish for Grand Bahama 2020 is to get, let's say, Bahamian investors instead of foreign investors to come together and just open up the hotel, restore the airport and stuff like that.
Most of all, I would hope for Grand Bahama that the majority of the citizens be in good health and in sound mind, because as I noticed, there are a lot of depression on the island where, and when it comes to depression, folks are easily to get distracted and end up into mental institution. So my greatest wish is that we would keep a sound, sober mind and stay focused, and we would display love among each others.
Well said. Well, Jay, I saw where you had Big Mike out there and doing his little to-do with the bushwhackers. Excited to see him tonight.
I'm excited as well too. As far as sports is concerned, of course, Mary Knowles, who's been active in sport and soccer for a number of years now, she's hoping that the soccer league takes off this year.
All right, that and more coming up with Jay Philippe.